Okay, woo, we are rocking and rolling, and I have to just shoot straight from minute one of this video. I'm not going to make you wait very long because what I'm seeing here, this video quality that this teeny little Osbot Meet 2 camera pumps out is just mind-blowing. So I am a video professional. I've been doing video for decades. And I have a very critical, judgmental eye when it comes to camera quality. And I mean, I've been so disappointed over the years with the quality output from these small webcams. So I was a little hesitant when I saw the Osbot 2. I was absolutely amazed. I've never seen such quality coming from a teeny camera. So it's 100% clear you are viewing the video feed from the Osbot Meet 2 right now. And I obviously have the laptop set up. As for the audio, this is audio coming from the Osbot. The Osbot has 2 microphones, stereo mic system. And what we're going to do, I'm going to run through a little test of the Osbot compared to the built-in MacBook Pro FaceTime HD camera. And I've even thrown into the mix a really old school Logitech C920. And I'll be completely honest, I've never been happy with the quality from that Logitech. Mainly because I'm a stickler for video quality. I don't want a noisy, unsaturated image. And I'll be completely honest, the audio quality from these cameras, it's never a big factor for me because I'm usually using another microphone, like a lot of you might be. As content creators, you have a pro mic you're speaking into, but you're using these tiny webcams for the video image only. Oh, almost forgot to do the fan favorite test, the focus adjustment test where I get real close, which I apologize for that frightening image. And I slowly come back so you can get an idea of how quickly, how smoothly the camera refocuses and also how it handles exposure changes because the lighting obviously is changing as I'm getting close and I'm leaning back. And I think it does a nice job in those smooth transitions of both focus and exposure adjustment. And I mean, just to be clear, this camera produces such low noise, and that's why it gets, 5 stars. But enough jibber jabber, let's get to the test. So you've seen what the Osbot can do. Now let's switch over to the MacBook Pro. Then we're going to see video from the old school Logitech. Okay, now we've switched over to the MacBook Pro's HD FaceTime camera, and we're using the MacBook Pro's microphone. So this is audio coming directly from the computer. This is what we're looking at. I mean, just at first glance, I could tell there's definitely a little more noise from this camera. I'll do the close-up focus test and see how smoothly that focus changes. I mean, that is pretty good. Sorry, the last thing you need is my big mug on your screen. And then it gradually adjusts focus. So, and it handles that exposure shift too pretty smoothly, which is really nice. It's not a dramatic, steppy exposure adjustment with some of these other cameras. I do notice the white balance is shifting a little, but this is the HD FaceTime camera built into the MacBook Pro. Okay, now we're rocking the Logitech C920. This is definitely a couple years old. It's a 1080p camera. It's not as saturated as some of the other cameras. We can come in close for the focus test. You really see that also adjusts the exposure in a very kind of dramatic, steppy way. It's not a smooth, gradual exposure change. Okay, so once again, the Logitech C920. So now what I've done, I'm using the video from the Osbot Meet 2, but the audio from the MacBook Pro's microphone, because I think it has a slight edge over the Osbot. One thing that I wanted to mention about this test, in terms of lighting, I don't have any artificial lighting. It's just a window to this side of me, with natural light streaming in. There's no other overhead lights. There aren't any video lights. So this is a really real world test. If all you're doing is sitting down at a table with natural light streaming in, this is what you're going to get. I mean, if I were to actually shift around here where maybe I have more light on my face, so the light is coming in straight at me, that's a real nice even lighting profile. And you actually, see how that camera handles the exposure change as the lighting shift. Okay, now that you've seen what it can do, this is what you get when you buy it. And this is true, mini in size, mighty in sight, which you've just seen. Of course, you get the Obsbot Meet 2 4K camera. And one thing I love, it has a nice 1/4-20 thread on the bottom, so you can mount it on a stand or tripod. And it has a USB-C connection on the back. Here is the laptop mount that you kind of hang on the back of your laptop. It has a magnetic base that the Obsbot sits on. And it comes with a decent length USB-C to USB-C cable and a USB-A to USB-C adapter. And for a nice touch, they throw in this privacy cover, so prying eyes will never see what's going on when your webcam is off. So to me, this tiny little Osbot Meet 2 packs such a big punch. I mean, so much bigger than its, tiny form factor. So I could not have been more impressed. I continue to use it because it is so reliable and it outclasses every other web camera that I've ever had. And if a small camera like this can impress me, I think that's a feat because I am a tough critic. So if it's not very clear, I highly recommend this Osbot Meet 2, and I look forward to continuing to use it.